Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New England Patriots.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up is a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 10 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hall. He finds his man. Complete. It's Holloway. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap. And the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Herbert on first down now. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 5 catches, 72 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Harris running straight ahead. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Hall. He finds his man complete. That's Holloway. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Walker now on 1st and 10. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The Seahawks at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Herbert's throw there complete to Myers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
No, that's, heartening, as they say.
He's got a man, complete, and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off play action. Hall. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hall out to his left. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Hall on the move to his left. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the air. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. To throw again on second down. Herbert and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Herbert. And caught by Henry. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Trey Lance, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. 35-13, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. Second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Herbert. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hall sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now an option play on second down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Off play action. Hall steps away. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hall. That completes it again to Metcalf. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Off play action. Hall rolling to his left. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England's offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt...
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Looking to throw. Hall. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert throwing again. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there. You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that. Coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Seahawks, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home